It's your boy A3B, and today Aurora is up to bat. That's who we're checking out today, and I'm pretty excited because you know what I know about Aurora? Nothing. I know absolutely nothing about Aurora. I am excited to check her out. I will stop my early ramble and let's check out some Aurora. Okay, we're going in heavy with the picturesque images here. I'm scared.
I was listening to the ocean. I saw a face in the sand, but when I picked it up, then it vanished away from my hands.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for the fucking angel. Hold on. Okay, I wasn't even listening to the lyrics. The voice shocked me to my core. Okay.
I saw a face in the sand, but when I picked it up, then...
And the way, I'm sorry, I pause a lot. The way the music isn't overtaking her voice. She has a soft, angelic voice here, and the music is accenting it. It's not, the music isn't sporadic around it. It's not dancing around her. It pushes through that first initial breath, that pulse, her first consonant or vowel that she's pressing out through her lips, and then the music kind of fades as she speaks her line, and then it pulses back through. I really like that.
I was listening to the ocean. I saw a face in the sand, but when I picked it up, then it vanished away from my hands. I had a dream I was 7, climbing my way in a tree. I saw a piece of heaven waiting impatient for me.
God.
And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. But no, take me home where I belong.
Holy shit. Oh my god, I want to turn her up more. Does she write her own music? Because this is gorgeous. By Aurora. With Magnus Skylstad? Oh my gosh. So she's Norwegian. Singer-songwriter. Wow. Oh my god. I might need to check out some more Norwegian music. This is gorgeous. I was not ready for this. I was listening to the ocean. I saw a face in the sand, but when I picked it up, then it vanished away from my hands. Oh my god, I was listening to the ocean. I saw a face in the sand, but when I picked it up, then it vanished away from my hands. Talking about, this is a very narcissistic story. A story resembling that of Narcissus, a man who fell in love with his own reflection because he was so beautiful. But I don't think this is talking about necessarily being so in love with yourself that's what she's talking about here, but I think maybe talking about the fact she's feeling alone. I was listening to the ocean. I saw a face in the sand. So, she has her feet in the water. She's looking down at the sand, going into the ocean, and she sees the face, and it's hers. And when she tries to pick up that face, when she tries to bring it closer to herself, because maybe she's not alone, then it vanished away from her hands. I had a dream I was 7, climbing my way in a tree. I saw a piece of heaven waiting impatient for me. I saw a piece of heaven waiting impatient for me. How, as a kid, that blissful ignorance of the evils of the world, and as you're climbing a tree and you're almost imagining your way ascending into heaven, there is just such beautiful imagery. Waiting impatient for me is so haunting. Wow. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. What a pre-chorus. What beautiful imagery there. This whole song would be just as powerful without this music video, because what she's describing is perfectly... If you close your eyes, you're watching the music video still. That's how good her songwriting is here. Wow. Would I run off the world someday? How it kind of plays into that childlike nature of that.
And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. But no, take me home where I belong.
Oh.
I can't take it anymore. I was painting a picture. The picture was a painting of you, and for a moment I thought you were here, but then again it wasn't true. And all this time I have been lying, lying in secret to myself. I've been putting sorrow on the forest place on my shelf. And I was running far away.
Oh my God, I just don't even know. I'm refusing to talk over it. This song's an experience. This song is an experience. So we'll touch upon the chorus here. Because that was the pre-chorus we mentioned earlier. I feel alive and I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and can't complain is the end of the pre-chorus. And then it goes into, but no, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. And I'm wondering, I want to double check these lyrics. And not, because I thought she said, oh Lord, take me home. But now take me home. Okay, how she said it almost sounded like she said, but Lord, take me home. And I thought it tied back into the end of verse 1 where she said, I saw a piece of heaven waiting impatient for me. So I thought it tied in more with that. And it could very well be a double there. But I do like, no, take me home where I... But it's still the same message she's sending. Take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. Because this song is very much... You can look at it if you want through innocent eyes, and she just wants to be back home, as in back home. You know, home is where the heart is, essentially. She wants to be back with her family. And that doesn't necessarily mean mom, dad, bro, sis, but it can also mean with just a loved one. The place where she felt safest, where she felt happiest and most loved. But she could also be talking about wanting to escape this place on earth, that the 7-year-old her had it figured out when she was climbing this tree to get as far away from this place as possible. And maybe if she keeps running, eventually she'll fall off the edge of this plane and she'll be able to go home again. I really, really, really love that. I was painting a picture, and I love how she says painting because she holds painting just like that. So her first words here of verse 2 are, I was painting. And then she goes into it like that. So it's almost like she's saying, I was pain.
For a moment I thought you were here, but then again painting a picture. The picture. I was painting a picture.
I was painting a picture. I love that because it sends your heart into this free fall for a moment when she says I was pain, because you hear this beautiful voice and you hear this haunting chorus, and then coming out of that I was pain, and your heart sinks into your stomach because you're like, where is this about to go? But I was painting a picture. The picture was a painting of you, and for a moment I thought you were here, but then again it wasn't true. And it really makes you wonder who she lost. The painting was a picture of you. And for a moment, I thought you were here, but then again, it wasn't true. And all this time, I have been lying, lying in secret to myself, and I've been putting sorrow on the farthest place on my shelf. La-di-da. Lying in secret to myself, I've been putting all my sorrow on the farthest place on my shelf. So lying to yourself is one of the easiest things you can do, which is crazy because it feels like it should be one of the hardest. But there are so many distractions and so many other things in life that you can convince yourself that you're not in pain, even when you know you're in pain. And you know that you're in pain. But all it takes is you put it in the farthest reach of your mind as far back as you can possibly think, and you follow the distractions that life gives you instead. And that's why substance abuse is a thing. And it doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol. It could be cigarettes, it can be vape pens, it can be candy, it can just be regular food. Anything that kind of fills that void in your life. It could be exercise, people who go to the gym for 9 hours a day. Lying in secret to myself.
Lying in secret to myself.
Her intensity, she's a dancer. She has to be a dancer. There's no way she's not.
I've been putting sorrow on the forest place on my shelf. Da-dee-da. And I was running far away.
She's so poignant with her words and motions.
Nobody knows. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. No, take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. No, take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. No, take me home where I belong.
I love how she moves her arms to feel the peace. I do the same thing, kind of. I do a lot more with my hands, not my whole arms. But she's like, this is how I visualize words, is with my fingers. And I do the same thing. If you ever see me driving, I'm constantly drumming on my steering wheel or on the roof of my car as I have my hand out the window, or on the side of my car as I have my hand out the window. And my fingers are constantly doing my tapping motion. And it's just the way my body can interpretate the music. I don't dance, but I tap. And it's cool to get to see that this whole time she's had her hands kind of explaining her motions. And if you watch through my reactions, you'll see me a lot of the times as I'm explaining the words they're saying, I'm using my finger to kind of extenuate. I'm using my hands to extenuate the beat and kind of push through. So it's cool to see other people do that. I really like that.
I can't take it anymore, but I kept running.
Wow.
Wow. But I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I kept running for a soft place to fall.
Wow. Wow.
And I kept a soft place to fall. And I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? But no, take me home.
God, and the music swells back in. Shit. And she opens her eyes at the very end. Wow. 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 This was a hell of a song. I want to check out that triple repetition there. But I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I kept running for a soft place to fall. And I kept running for a soft place to fall. I have no notes. This song was beautiful. It was beautifully performed. It was beautifully written. I don't know if these were ad-libs or if these were little planned bits at the end where she kind of plays with her vocal range, but it's the most beautiful part of the song there. You can feel the emotion forcing itself out and her almost trying to hold it back in, kind of fighting against the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions that she pushed back on that shelf as she's dancing. They're coming out. They're forcing their way out. Wow. Yeah, this was awesome. Aurora, you didn't disappoint. Hell of a job. Wow, if you haven't checked out Aurora, definitely go and check out her channel. 6 million subs, so she's doing pretty good for herself, but if you haven't checked her out before, go. I definitely will be looking at more of her music. But let me know in the comments below if there are more songs of hers that I should be checking out, because your boy's into it. Your boy's into it. This seems like a hell of an artist, and I'd love to listen to more of her stuff. So until next time, have fun dancing in the rain and don't freeze to death in a snowstorm. Smart advice.